Thank you for joining me again. Now to celebrate the 50th episode of this YouTube channel, I decided to do a Q&A of some questions that I've been asked throughout the entire time I've been lifting. So I'm not going to waste any time. I've got a sheet of paper right here with all the questions, with 10 questions on it that I've been asked. So I'm going to fire them straight away. So number one, start it off nice and fast. Are you on steroids? No. Previous video I showed you the papers, and I'll show you now the recent drug test I did. This was done while I was out in Ireland. No news, so that is good news. They'll have already found it out by now if something was in there. Swift urine test straight after a weigh-in, so only got that much out, but that's all I needed. There we go. Question number one. Question number two on the list. How long have I been training? I've been training for powerlifting for in training 3 years. I've been competing for about 2 years, but strength training I've been training for about 5 years. It's just something that I've really enjoyed doing, and I genuinely do not remember life without it. Question number three. My opinions on bodybuilding. Bodybuilding is something that I originally, it's what you start training for originally when you start going to the gym and thinking, yeah, I'm going to get some big muscle. I'm not like Arnold and Ronnie Coleman and all those. But now that I've actually looked into it and thought about it a bit more with, some actual looking into the sport, I'm not that keen on it. The main reason being, how do you know who's better? It's someone's opinion, which I'm not that keen on. Someone's opinion being the dictator as who gets thousands upon thousands of pounds and first place in bodybuilding competitions, like going down in history as Mr. Olympia winners. For me, that's just not really a good way of judging someone, because me personally, this is going to be in depth here, but I could prefer something more like a shorter bicep peak, whereas someone might prefer a longer bicep head, and we're just getting into genetics, and we're failing someone because they're not genetically gifted in a certain way that we like, which is wrong if you ask me. So my overall opinion on bodybuilding is something I want to give a go, but I won't ever stop powerlifting for it. Which links nicely into question number 4, why powerlifting? I chose powerlifting as my sport because the gym that I first trained at, there was a powerlifter there. It looked awesome. We're going to lift some big weight, we're going to bench it. We all like big benches and big deadlift. Yeah, let's yank the weight off the ground. Squat, yeah, I've always loved squats. Squats were my first favourite exercise. I used to always prefer that to benching. But powerlifting because linking to bodybuilding. Bodybuilding's someone's opinion, whereas powerlifting's the numbers you get on the day. It's undisputed who's the best. Closest you get to disputing something is best lifter and points. What system are we going to use? But that's just something on the side. That's just the cherry on the top of the best lifter awards. Whereas winning your category, it's alright, I did a 50 kilo squat, I did a 100 kilo bench, and I did a 100 kilo deadlift. Right, 250 total. Guy over here did a 75 kilo squat, a 75 kilo bench, and then did a 75 kilo deadlift. Not as much weight. So I win. That simple. That's how I like it, to be nice, simple, clear cut. Winner wins, loser loses. No argument. He got more. He didn't get as much. He wins. That's just how I like it. I like it to be nice and clear. Nice, and it's undisputed. You cannot argue who the winner is. Again, the closest you're going to get is best lifter awards. So moving on to question number 5. Do I have a cheat meal? Is it something that I'd consider, and is it something I'd recommend? So a cheat meal is basically, let's say, you stick to your diet all through the week, and it gets to Sunday afternoon, and you say, no, I have my Sunday dinner, whatever it is, calories don't count, fats, macros, anything like that does not count. I've stuck to my diet all week. and Sunday night I reward myself by having anything I want. That's basically what a cheat meal is. But that doesn't have to be Sunday night, that can be Saturday afternoon or whenever you. But it can even be Wednesday if you want. If you want Wednesday, go and have it on Wednesday. Do I have one? No, I don't. Personally, that's because I enjoy my diet, and I'm quite happy with what I've got. Would I recommend it? Yeah. If you struggle to stick to your diet, and we're going to stick with a Sunday evening example, and we'll get into Thursday, and you get in from school, work, whatever you do, you get in, and you're thinking Thursday, oh, that tub of ice cream in freezer over there. Yeah, I'm after it. I want that tub of ice cream in freezer. But then no, you tell yourself, no, let's hang on while Sunday evening we can have not just that tub of ice cream, but we're going to get pizza out as well. Yeah, go and do that. If you really need it, do it, 100%. You think, if we have 3 meals a day, that's 21 throughout the week. If 20 of those meals are good, like healthy for you, but one isn't, that's good going. That's a hell of a lot better than what you were doing, where you had 21 meals and God knows how many snacks. Yeah, tons. You snack without knowing it. That's a top heavy fraction. That out of 21 meals, you're somehow eating 30 bad things. Nah, don't work, but you somehow do it. So if a cheat meal is going to help you get through your diet, it's going to help you stick with it, it's going to help you achieve your goal, 100%. Try it. If you struggle with your diet, try it. Right, moving on to number 6. My long-term goals. What are they? So, in the short term, I'm going to be smashing the 66s and absolutely annihilating it, the 66s, 67.5s. Just setting all-time world records left, right and centre. That's the short term goals. Medium term, we're going to float around with the 74 class, the 75 class, in the under 16, under 18s. Just going to keep, fun fact, I've only ever lost in the open. I've never lost in my own age category. Never. So we're just going to try and keep that record alive, just keep getting world, British, European records, just get them all, bring them all home, just keep bringing them and bringing them. That's the medium term goal, and the long term goal is, long term goal is be a best lifter at Worlds, be open best lifter at Worlds. Then I'm undisputed best on planet, not only on all-time rankings, but right on the day, in the spirit of the competition. I've proved that I'm the best. That's really what I want. My mission is to prove that I'm the best and to help other people along the way. Ooh, next one's nice. The best powerlifter. So, in my opinion, being a lighter weight guy, I'm obviously going to favour us lighter weight guys rather than big guys like Jesus. But obviously, I 100% love the way Jesus shifts in the IPF. All the WPO guys, the big guys. I love just seeing how they shift Dave off, get that 3,000 pound total. Absolutely ridiculous. No one should be squatting nearly 600 kilos. That's insane. Nearly 600 kilo squat is ridiculous. But deep down, being a small guy, I absolutely love Taylor Atwood. I believe he's coming back. He's coming back at Worlds this year. He's going to absolutely annihilate the competition. He's going to play. It's all playing into Palmer's, and he could get 800 if he wants. He could get 790.5 if that's what he wants. Or he could go and get 838.5 again. He could do absolutely whatever he wants. His quad injury, I reckon, he'll be healed up. Not 100%, but I reckon he'll be good enough to beat the competition at the IPF Worlds. It's not long now, is it? It's only a few days' time till they're lifting. I do also pay a lot of attention to the 66ers. I love Penner. I love watching his videos. I will do a 12-second grind on the bench press. It's absolutely insane. Just shows that you never stop with your lifts. Just keep fighting until it goes down and becomes an illegal lift. So, answering that, my favourite lifter is Taylor, just because of the amount of point systems he tops. If I'm not mistaken, he tops every single one of them Wilks. Insane. Next question, my opinion on other strength sports. So by this I believe we're talking about maybe CrossFit. I'm not that keen on CrossFit. It's not just adhering to a stereotype. It's just too much happening. Just do one or two things and I'm good. Strongman, I do like a good bit of strongman to watch. It's something I'd do as a bit of a joke, but I'd never think about doing that competitively because I prefer to weigh 70 kilos, not 170 kilos. So there we go. But other than the actual weight that the people weigh, if there were weight classes in strongman that were big, like in powerlifting, I'd give it a go. Weightlifting, I've gave a training session at Olympic weightlifting. It's alright, yeah. It's just no powerlifting. You're basically just getting the bar, smacking it on your thighs, or smacking it on your belly button. That's pretty much it. So other strength sports, they're alright, yeah. But none's as good as powerlifting, because powerlifting's a pure sport, anyone can do it. Olympic weightlifting, no. There's technique, that takes ages to learn. It just does. I'm there struggling with a 7 kilo bar. So, powerlifting, anyone can put a bar on the back, pick a bar up off the ground or press a bar off the chest. Anyone can. Then from the bar, you just keep adding bits on and bits on and bits on, and before you know it, you're deadlifting 100, you're squatting for 75, you're benching 50, and it just keeps going up and up and up and up and up. So powerlifting is a lot more basic. So if you can't grasp it yet, I like basic things. Next question, the IPF. What's my opinions on the IPF? On an international stage, I like how they're trying to push the sport into the Olympics and trying to popularise the sport, make it more people friendly, and trying to encourage, promote growth in it. That's basically what I like about it. What I don't like about it, I don't like how they just will not move on to a monolift from that tin pot rack they use as a squat cage. It's completely unsafe, the amount of videos you see of it going wrong, whereas if you get a monolift and chain, it might not look as nice or as practical, but you get those safety chains on a monolift, you are safe. Unless anyone's squatting like 1,000 kilos, you're fine. So those straps can take a peculiar amount of weight. No one's going to squat that much. The one thing that I do 100% agree totally with the IPF is trying to limit the arching. Honestly, I really do just think they need to find a way of wording it to just minimise it, because to be that smaller range of motion. I remember watching from the Bench World Championships last year. Me and my dad genuinely couldn't tell when this lady started a bench and when she finished a bench. Arms so wide, arch such ridiculous. Whereas you've got poor folk like me that try benching, get an arch flat as a sheet of paper. Don't get out some people like me. We try, we get the leg drive, we get the technique there, but it's just no. We can't arch some people. And we actually do something, when we're doing the bench press, our competition, it looks like a bench press. Not this gymnastics move that's somehow in a strength sport. The deadlift, I'm never trying to do something about the sumo deadlift at the moment. Me personally, I don't hate on it. It's just when you see non-IPF federations with a 7-foot bar and people that's maybe my height or smaller doing the sumo deadlift and getting the legs all the way out, and they've got the kabuki bar where it's like 6 inch off the ground before the weights have left the ground. The whip on some of those bars are ridiculous. Like, how can that be a legal lift? Most people's bench press moves more than some of their deadlifts. It's just daft. It's just one person ruins sumo deadlifting for everyone. Like people that do a normal sumo deadlift, I've got no problem with that. Yeah, you do what works for you. It's like squatting wide, squatting narrow, squatting in between. Do what you want. Just no one's squatting with their legs in a split, so they're already at depth. Just stupid. No one would think about doing that. So why would you do that on the deadlift or the bench? But overall, yeah, I'm a fan of the IPF and what they're doing on an international stage. And finally, a few questions that I've had about my coaching recently. So I just want to let you know all about it. Why am I doing it? It's just because my training methods are giving me a lot of success, so I want to try and spread that wealth, spread my knowledge. I'm not saying that I know absolutely everything with powerlifting, I know such a small percentage. But look where that's getting me. So if it's something that you want to get into, powerlifting especially, I'm 100% your guy. Like I said, I know such a small percentage because there's so much you can know about powerlifting. It's just my small percentage I know incredibly well. So if you want to get into powerlifting, I've already got people on my programs now. I'm prepping with someone for a competition in August. I'll be looking forward to taking them there, seeing what numbers we're going to hit, and I will be putting the videos on my Instagram of how I've taken them from doing the lifts that they're at now to the lift that they will be at then. You know, we're going to get PBs galore that day. It's going to be a glorious day. We're going to get first place, going to smash everything we could dream of. So that's why I do it, to help people. Yeah, that's mainly it. I just do it to help people. That's sort of like the main motivation behind it. Of course, I do ask for a bit of a charge for it, but you will see on these videos what the money gets spent on. You know, like a bench press block is something that I've been after for a long time. I need some new deadlift slippers. They're getting worn, the ones I've got. You know, just bits and bobs like that for the moment. Just maybe a new bench shirt if we keep saving up and if people get there. But yeah, if you want to, yeah, we'll say that then. If you want to see me with a new bench shirt, that's it. That's your way to support me. Get in one of these training programs. You pay for one of these training programs, give me a message on Instagram. I'll set you up with it. We can do 4-week block, 6-week block, 8-week block, 12-week block, anything you want. I'll work with you. If you want to do raw, if you want to do equipped, if you want to try equipped, let me know. I will. You know, we can do a training session together, and I'll bring some of my equipped gear around. If you want to try knee wraps, if you're a similar sort of size to me, ideally a bit smaller, we'll get you in a bench shirt or a squat suit. Yeah, we'll get stuff going. If you want to try an SPD belt, if you've never been able to afford one before, we'll get you with one of them. Get you trying stuff. Anything you want, get coaching me, get on my coaching plan, get messaging me on Instagram. But I'm going to leave it there for you. That's episode 50. 50 episodes in nearly 1 year of doing this channel. So thank everyone that's stuck with the channel, that's just come in with the channel, that's been there from day one. I thank you all. You know, we've seen some great stuff that I've achieved through this time. For example, my deadlift PB when I started this channel was 210. Now we're in the 250s. Ridiculous. You know, benching, I bench plateau myself and I push through it twice. You know, we keep hitting big numbers. So if you want to hit those big numbers, give me a message on Instagram. But until next time, keep lifting that big weight.